Hi there, this is NikitaNet, and we're going to replace the fuel pump on this Fiat Panda. And, well, this is a way to get access to the Fiat Panda. This was done by AAA. It isn't recommended by me, at least, because that bracket, well, if you can see it, right here, has been bent. Well, it should have been, well, unscrewed, and the entire seat should have been taken out to gain access to this fuel pump. So, I know it's bad. I knew it's bad before the AAA guy started working on it, because I didn't hear it when engaging, well, the key of the car in the, well, contact, as we call it here. So, cleaning this is simple as well. You need a brush, unless it's extremely damp, and some compressed air, because down here it's all basically just open air. You might not think so, but it is, and it's all behind this nice little panel, which I'll replace when I'm done. So that's the introduction, and let me try to get this ring off, because that will be a major hassle without special tools, which you have to make yourself, apparently, going by my parts supplier. So let's get started. So the ring gave up its hold. Yes, it is off, and I'm quite content with that, because it was a real struggle. It's been on here for, what, something like 14 years? So it's still intact, and I'm quite content with that. I am going to clean it properly to ensure that it goes on quite nicely, and then we're going to replace that, well, fuel pump unit. And the new one is in there, and it was quite a fight. Now I am going to get a second opinion if it's installed correctly. However, it does function. If all is well, I've tightened it to its former position, the ring that is. There's a little bit of green there, and I marked it with my own, well, silver paint. And this seems to be the ideal position for the thing, because there isn't a proper marking on there. It sits quite well, I think, at least, although this part of, well, the pump seems to be offset a little bit. That's the thing I'm going to get checked, and I want to make sure that it is in here properly before buttoning up everything. So, one little tip, a very important tip. The Haynes manual states that you need to replace this O-ring, which I would agree with, especially on an old car. Replace all the O-rings you can when you're working with it. However, if you place it on there, that's beneath this, on the outside of the screw thread, right, that protrudes from the tank. I can't explain it any better, but if you put that on there, you might have it fall off when you're placing this thing in there. Right, I'm pointing, and in frame. And the problem with that is it falls into the tank. Thankfully, it happened only 3 times, and the first time was the worst time because it was hooked on the floater unit. Oh well. So, I'm going to get it checked, remove this, and it is done for now. And a little update, we've made an improvised tool to ensure that this, well, pump is seated properly in the hole. And looking at it, it is properly aligned, so that's the check we performed. So I'm going to button it up, and thanks for watching, and this is NikitaNet saying bye-bye.